noticed I always seem so nonchalant in the beginning of my videos, but always excited to go look for animals, baby. Always excited. So you know what today is. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, the real herp hero, and we are back out here at a reserve in Los Cusingos, known as the I think it's called the Reserva Biologicos Los Cusingos. So basically a reserve for biology, and then basically where we are here in Los Cusingos. So Los Cusingos is a pretty cool place from what I understand, all the Yelp reviews that I've read, and through Jen, who's basically one of the coordinators back at Cloudbridge. He said this place is supposed to be super known for the birds, but you guys know why I'm here, to look for those reptiles, amphibians, hopefully some larger mammals, and some cool stuff, and give you guys some brief education on those animals. So it should be a pretty cool day. I've seen a lot of views already so far. We just came down. We're here for a educational event for some children, basically where we're presenting an erosion box, basically to show people what happens when places are deforested, what happens to the land, the soil, things like that. So keeping the soil nice and healthy, and you guys will be able to see a little bit of that. We'll get a bit of an explanation on that, and then I'll hopefully be able to provide you guys with some animals, a bunch of cool stuff. So definitely keep tuning in. This video should be pretty interesting, so hope you guys enjoy it. The real herp hero, time to get in tune with the animals, baby. Man, I swear you find the coolest things when you're not even looking. So I don't know if you guys can notice it, but right above me is it's pretty much like a chrysalis encasing. Not sure of what particular species, but I mean, I was literally just looking up inside this tree because it was just dangling over my head, and I noticed, I mean, a few things. I mean, obviously you could see that in comparison to the top of the leaf, the bottom of the leaf is kind of it's kind of almost like a transparent-y kind of way. That way light can still reach the forest floor. But then you have a lot of things that use these big leaves to their advantage. So for example, we've got that spider casing right there, what looks like some sort of egg sac of some sort. And then we have this chrysalis from some sort of obviously butterfly, moth, or maybe even something else super cool. But it's just crazy the kind of stuff that you notice when, I mean, you're not like really looking, but you just look up and you notice, like, wow, I would have never saw that if I didn't look up before. So it's always good to just keep a good eye. Oh wow, frog. Nice. Is that a dart? Oh, come on. He was in the leaf litter. Yeah, so I couldn't find him. Unfortunately, I looked through the plant for probably like another 10 minutes or so, just going through the leaf litter, you know, but couldn't find him, unfortunately. But my experience most of the time with the ground dwelling frogs, usually if there's one in one area, more than likely there's a few more in that same area. And since that frog was on the smaller side, it looked like maybe one of the smaller species of like of rain frog here. Wow, it's crazy. You're just walking along, you just find stuff. So cool find here. Looks like species of walking stick. So I literally was just like staring down at the ground. Oh, he flies. Come on, land. There you go. Yeah, so species of walking stick. And obviously this guy's got wings, so he's more than likely a male. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so with these guys, with the ones that can fly, I usually just hold them softly by the back legs, so that way I don't damage the wings in any way. And if the legs do break off, even though I don't want to stress them out too much, when they molt, they will grow back. So That's a cool fact about walking sticks. But this guy, as you can see, he's super cool. Let me see if I can get him in focus. Get my face out of there. Come on. Come on. There he is. Yeah, so super cool. And he's got like wings on the back. And then obviously he's got 2 front legs, 2 long antennae, and then a long thorax. Pretty decent sized head, but he almost looks like a piece of wood, which is probably why he was on the ground. He does a lot better probably on branches and then on fallen branches in the leaf litter, because he blends in pretty well. As you can see, he's almost like a leaf littery color, almost like a brown. Just holding him right there, if my hand wasn't there, it'd be pretty hard to see him. But pretty cool animal. Gonna get this guy back to where I just found him. He had flew up into the tree, so get him somewhere comfortable, that way don't stress him out too much. But come on, there you go, bud. Yeah, it's a good man. So still in the same area where I found that frog before. Hopefully I can find one for you guys. Stay tuned. So a really cool fact I just learned about that plant right there is that those offshoots that you see that are coming off towards this direction, as you can see there, basically this plant walks across the forest floor. So what it does is it'll kill the offshoots on the back end over there, and then it'll pretty much produce more offshoots up here in the front. So as it kills the ones off in the back end and produces more up in the front, the plant basically walks across the ground. And as you can see, none of the roots are like generally like right in the middle, so it makes it pretty cool because you can see which way the plant is walking and what specific direction based on which way the roots are dying on the back end. So you can see the roots literally just come straight out of the plant. You can see the roots literally just come straight out of the plant, and they just produce offshoots and then basically just keep moving towards one direction and just follow the entire forest floor. And I think it more than likely it will depend upon canopy cover and then the what's the word, the nutrient quality of the soil that they're in. So I mean, obviously if the soil that they're in is nutrient poor, then more than likely they're gonna try and move as quickly as they can to an area where the soil is a lot more nutrient rich. So it's a pretty cool plant to say the least. But still out here looking for more frogs, same general area. Hopefully we can find some. If not, I'm gonna head back to the main trail, continue walking that, and hopefully we can find some more animals for you guys, baby. Stay tuned. The real herp hero, doing what I do best, baby. So walked across the path a little bit more, and luckily I found myself one of these little frogs. So the other one that I saw was a lot darker, but I'm pretty sure it's the same species. So easy way to tell that this guy is a frog, just based on looking at anatomy, is just the hands. So if the hands have a lot more of like a spade foot, more than likely that aids in swimming, so that makes it more than likely a frog. But I'm not exactly sure which species this is, and since frogs do absorb water, chemicals, different types of bacteria through the skin, I tried to make my hand as moist as possible, so I rubbed it in some of the mud, that way he wasn't absorbing anything that I might have had on my hand. But as you can see, he's super small, and he keeps wanting to get away, so I don't want to hold him too long. But super cool frog. He's got a nice almost like a lineated pattern on his back, some pretty cool feet, and literally when he jumped across the forest floor, I thought it was like a cricket, and then I like lifted up the leaf and I was like, wow, that's like a tiny little frog. So pretty cool guy. We're gonna let him back go. Hopefully we can find some more cool stuff. Good, but there he goes. There he goes. And you can see just how hard it is to see him inside that leaf litter. That's him right there. Pretty cool stuff to say the least. Hopefully we can find some more cool animals. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So camera died, but Still got you guys going with the videos. Super cool find, super cool. I was so excited when I saw this guy because I was walking on trail and I noticed this area down below where it almost seemed like the canopy, not the canopy, but like the forest floor, it kind of opened up. So when the floor opened up, I was like, wow, that's like a great place for animals to, you know, go and things like that. And then I'm walking through it and I see like a nice patch where almost like the sun is pretty much coming through the top of the canopy. And I'm like, well, reptiles have to thermoregulate, so a lot of the time, of course, they're gonna hide inside of under the canopy, but when there's big openings like this, a lot of the time they'll go out and bask when they get the chance to. So I'm walking through and I find this super cool lizard. I'm pretty sure this is a helmeted basilisk or some sort of helmeted species. He was a lot lighter before, but these guys can fire up and they'll fire down. Pretty much they'll get like a darker brownish, darker orangish color, or they can get like a lighter, almost like beige color, or like a lighter orangish color. So he's super cool, nice and comfortable on my finger, gathering up some heat, but I don't want to hold him too long. But this is probably like one of the best things that I've found here so far. Definitely a cool looking lizard, and as you can see, he's super cognizant of the camera. Doesn't like being too close because he's like, I don't know who that is, but it's definitely not a friend. So super cool guy. We're gonna get him back where we found him, right here on this stick, and hopefully he just blends in as he was before. Super cool lizard, guys. See, now that is what you call a view, baby. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at those rapids behind me, guys. I'm out here in the middle of the goddamn jungle, baby. Saw capuchin monkeys, saw a helmeted basilisk, bunch of different types of insects, hoping that I find me a snake before I leave, but I was just walking across one of the trails and found this beautiful rapids. Look at these things, man. I can literally watch these all day. Woo! Crazy stuff, man. Snake on the way for sure. I'm hoping so. Keep tuning in, baby. You already know what comes next. The real Herp Hero action. We getting back into it. Just got another battery back in the camera. Had this beautiful view in front of me. Just cleared my mind. Now it's time to go lock in. Time to lock in. Man, the action never stops, man. I just got finished at the waterfall, and literally I come back up and I thought there was only maybe like 2 or 3 capuchins. There's a whole family of capuchins, guys. White-faced capuchins, probably one of my favorite monkey species, and definitely one of the most seen here in Costa Rica. They're beautiful animals, and obviously, as you can see from the name, they are white-faced monkeys, basically. So prehensile tail, use the tail to climb, and they do all the eating of the fruits, and they're also omnivores, so they'll eat insects and things like that, as well as the fruits and all different kinds of other cool items. So it's definitely cool to be able to see these guys in situ, when situ is basically in their natural environment, somewhere that's healthy, somewhere with lots of plant life, lots of healthy trees for them to pretty much jump from canopy to canopy. So they're beautiful animals, to say the least, and I hope you guys enjoy the content, man. Woo. So we just wrapped up the video, right back in the same place where I started before. It was a pretty cool day. Got to see a lot of cool animals. Bunch of different kinds of hummingbirds, bunch of different kinds of butterflies, bunch of different kinds of insects, of course, but my favorite thing of the day had to be the helmeted basilisk. He is probably one of the coolest animals I've seen. I've seen them in captivity a few times, but seeing an animal in situ, which is basically like its natural environment, is just super cool to me. So got to see a helmeted basilisk, some white-faced capuchin monkeys, pretty cool looking hawk, a bunch of different other kinds of birds, some toucans, a few things I wasn't able to get on camera, but the things that I was able to get on camera, you guys have been able to see. So I really hope that you appreciated that footage. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the content, go down below, hit me with a comment. Let me know that you're still supporting me. Hit that like button and subscribe to your boy, the Real Herp Hero. Today was a beautiful day. Definitely got to do a lot of stuff that I usually can't do at Cloudbridge because of all the mountains. So being able to go off trail, look for animals, things like that, was definitely a huge advantage for me because I kind of know a little bit as far as where to look for the animals specifically. But hope you guys enjoyed all of that content. Today was an amazing day, like I said before, and definitely drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And your boy's signing out, the Real Herp Hero, baby. Hope you guys had a blessed day.